All right, guys, we're back. Season 2, episode 8 of the Cookout going live right now on YouTube and Twitch. So if you're not following us on Twitch, drop us a follow or use Jeff Bezos' money to sub for free. Watching on YouTube, drop a sub and drop a like. It helps us out a lot. But got Adam and Eris as always. Boys, how we doing?
Yeah. That was unplanned.
Yeah,
The
that
synergy.
wasn't
Just
That
the
was-
synergy on display right now.
that was not planned.
That's a good look for the lads. But you know what's going on? We took a week off. Not a lot going on in the sports world last week, so took a week off. So it's a healthy break. You know what I'm saying? We're not falling off like last year. I feel like we've been very consistent this year though. We've done at least one show. We've done at least one show a week so far.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you clearing your busy schedule for us.
First of all, that's Adam right there, man. We're just lucky enough.
It's not summer yet, so
We're lucky enough that we get a couple hours of Adam a week, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we had a duty stream with Adam, man. This is all time right now. But yeah, man. As you can see, big Iona podcast right here. Supporting
Got my gear in the back.
Apparently,
Got my
Adam's
gear in the back.
Adam's gear on the way, I guess. So,
just
watching
grunt, bro.
What's up?
Just a fucking grunt, man.
You are?
Yeah.
Hey man, I had to drive to New York to get my stuff, bro. He's sending it to you guys first class priority mail, bro. I had to drive 6 hours round trip to get my drip. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put into work, bro. I had to sit through a game too. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to not get first rounded like they did last year. So I may make that drive to Atlantic City on Friday. If they make it, to Friday.
City.
That's vlog action.
That's where the their conference tournament is at. So I was gonna go last year, but then they got first rounded by Ryder. So
I mean, it ain't too late.
Yeah, I mean they're up 10 right now. So I mean, like I feel like
they're good now.
They're good now. I mean, Jeff got a suit on. I'm watching on ESPN 3 right now. Your ESPN Plus right now. Jeff got on a suit. I think the suit jacket a little too large. You know, you like to see a more tailored fit on the sideline.
We need a fit check for Jeff.
I mean, if you were asking me, which no one did, to rate the drip, you know what I'm saying?
No one did.
It would be like an 8.5 out of 10. If he had a tailored suit jacket, you know, that's probably a 10 for me. But Jeff always clean, man. When he bust out the beige suit last year,
he was tough. He was tough in that.
I knew Iona was winning by 50. Yeah. You know, weird sports bet. So me and my friends, we were driving to Iona to go see Jeff's game last weekend or the weekend before. And you can't bet in Massachusetts. Yeah, the sports book, it was like, okay, but I have to drive to a casino in Massachusetts to place a bet. But as we were driving to New York, we enter Connecticut, and in Connecticut, you can sports bet. So I'm getting my parlays together. Me and my friends are getting our parlays together. But I was going to click submit, but I had shit really bad. So I had to like pull over on the side of the road. Or not the side of the road, like a rest stop. I didn't just go outside. So
That's some bad shit.
Animal, bro.
Bro, I had some thoughts. Like I was being very quiet, like you know, like in the car, like I was vibing to the music, or whatever. And I just got real quiet because I had to focus on not shitting my pants. But anyways, so we make it to the rest stop. But then I was like, I'll probably wait till I just get to New York. We're gonna make it way before game time. We can place the bets there. Apparently, you can bet in New York, but you can't bet for or against a New York team in New York. So by the time we got there, since we were in New York, we couldn't place any bets on Iona. Complete, like that's just a weird rule, I think. So if I'm a Knicks fan or a Nets fan, I can't bet on any of the teams I like.
Unlucky.
But anyway, the bet slips I had created, I was gonna put like $100 down, and I was gonna lose it. I would have lost.
Look at him.
So look at God.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Okay. Anyway, topics of the day. Not talking about Iona the whole time. NFL free agency. Talk about Daniel Jones getting some money. Derek Carr also getting some money. And then where does that leave Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson getting franchise tag? And then talk about other free agents in general. Talk about the NFL combine. Or the combine stock risers, maybe some fallers, focusing on, QBs, of course. And then talk about John Morant, because I think John Morant needs some Jesus, a little bit of prayer in that man's life. And then we have a things that annoy me bracket that I think is going to be fucking hilarious. We're going to try and fly through the show because Eris has a basketball game at 10. So I need to know over setting Eris's point total for the night. I'm gonna set his point total. I haven't seen him play in an organized basketball game. I've only seen a Snapchat of him trying to do a step back from Wella and hitting front rim. That's the only part of that bit of basketball I've ever seen of Eris. So
I can set it if I know who he's playing with.
Okay, who are you playing with? Set the stage.
I don't know. Randy.
You don't know. Do you know anybody on the team? Or just Randy?
Randy, Randall, and Allen. Only 3 people I know. I don't know the rest of them niggas.
Randy, Randall, Allen. Okay. I'm putting Eris at over under 14.5.
Under. Way under.
Under?
Way
under. You're not getting the shots?
Oh, no.
Man,
I don't get that many shots.
Man, them hoes up.
9.5.
I'm taking over
under 9.5.
Come on, E.
That's pretty close, man. Nine is right there. 9 is right there.
That's 3 threes and 1 free throw because
that's what I was saying. Right, Eris going 1 for 2. I heard from the line.
He's going 1 for 2 from the line.
That's crazy because Eris is like a 80% foul shooter.
No,
last I heard, big moments is not good.
The big moments, I'm big time. I'm big time in big moments. I'm huge in big moments. You hear what I said? Big moments.
Okay, I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say over.
Real nigga.
So we'll see. You have to report back to. Okay, so NFL. Touch on NFL free agency. Let's start with Adam, man. Daniel Jones getting 4 years, 160 million.
Yes, sir.
How do we feel about that?
I think it's a good contract for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
If he performs, he gets the full 160 mil.
How you gonna perform when there's money right in front of him?
Worst 2K song there is.
What are the worst 2K songs ever?
So how many? Do you know how much of that is guaranteed? I kind of want to see.
82 is guaranteed.
Okay.
Put in reference, Patrick Mahomes has 150 guaranteed.
Sure.
But he can get, if he performs, then we play well, so it was worth it.
So you said it was like big incentive based.
35 mil of that is incentives.
Okay.
So, and it's essentially a 2-year deal. They can get out of it rather easily in 2 years if it doesn't work out. So Daniel Jones kind of bet on himself, and the Giants rewarded him. Yep. And they covered their butt. I have no complaints.
I was kind of thinking about you weren't gonna get, say that you didn't re-sign Daniel Jones. It's not like you were getting Aaron Rodgers. Derek Carr probably wasn't coming there. Geno Smith probably also not an option. Lamar Jackson probably also not an option. So kind of what else would you have done besides sign Daniel Jones? But I think it's still you're not really handcuffing your franchise with the contract. I feel like Daniel Jones could have put them in some sort of situation like that to where he could have demanded more money than what he got, but they still have a lot of room, I think, to do things if you're the Giants. Yeah,
and we said it on a couple of weeks ago. At some point, you got to try and win. You made it to the division round in the playoffs. It'd be stupid to just start a rebuild.
Right, and honestly, I think that you can win with Daniel Jones.
I think you just don't know. Think about just last year. The Eagles last year didn't know if Jalen Hurts was the guy.
Right.
obviously they didn't. I don't think he got paid yet, but they
He's
still.
about to.
He's about to, and they found out that he's the guy. I don't know if Daniel Jones is the guy either,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't know and he's showing signs, I think you have to find out. The Eagles found out. A lot of these teams, it was kind of up in the air, and then it turns out he is the guy.
I also think that Brian Dable has a lot of momentum going in the Giants organization right now, and I think resetting the clock
It'd be stupid.
with somebody new would be dumb. What do you think that they're going to do about Saquon Barkley, though?
They'll try and get a deal done. If they don't, hopefully he doesn't get hurt or something. He plays well. He can get paid next year because I think he deserves to get paid. But it's probably not just happen. He'll get his payday next year.
And then so now that you have the quarterback locked up, where you as a Giants fan, where do you want them to go first in the draft? Like where?
Oh, easy. They had to get a linebacker. I mean, not a linebacker, a wide receiver.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was like,
that first pick better be on a wide receiver.
Do you have a favorite?
This depends on who's there. My personal favorite would be
Zay.
Jordan Addison.
Oh, okay.
If I had to pick.
Sure.
But who knows who's going to be there. I think they draft 3 wide receivers this draft.
I like Zay Flowers. He's one of my favorites.
I like Zay Flowers too. I don't think he's first round though. I think they can get him in second or third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm interested in what the Giants are going to do. I'm interested in what the Eagles are going to look like next year, and I kind of feel like I want to put some sort of future on the Giants winning the NFC East next year. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked at the odds for it. I don't even know if the odds have come out for it, but I think the Giants are going to look a little different next year. I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do. And who else is in the Commanders? Unless they get Lamar Jackson, which I've also heard Lamar Jackson could be going Commanders. If that happens, then, that's a little different conversation. But I think the division's right there for the Giants.
I'm sure Arizona, that nobody has won the NFC East in back-to-back years in a long time.
So it probably won't
why not the Giants? I think a Giants future doesn't sound crazy to me. It doesn't sound crazy to me. I'm gonna figure out what the odds are for that, and then I might sprinkle some money on the Giants. I don't think that I'm gonna tell Adam if I do though, because then I feel that I'm gonna get. It's just I feel like I just don't want him to know.
I can see you some gear, bro.
No, I don't. No, I don't know if I want.
You're in New York, brother.
I'm not. I'm not. I am near New York, but Boston isn't a fan of New York sports.
I thought the Red Sox and the Yankees loved each other.
They do not. The Celtics and Knicks do not like each other. So not great. A lot of bing bong being yelled out at TD Garden during those games. All right. So Derek Carr to the Saints. What do you guys think about that? I think it's an interesting fit.
I mean, they didn't have.
They didn't have a choice.
The fuck else were they gonna do? No way they were gonna roll with Jameis again.
Why though? Just because he gets hurt, or because I feel like he played fine.
I mean, he's not as good as Derek Carr.
Yeah, I feel like the Saints aren't out there to be mediocre,
especially when their division fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It is a very winnable division.
I mean, with that being said, Derek Carr doesn't make the Saints not suck. They still suck really bad, but at least they have a quarterback now.
I like Derek Carr a lot.
Did Alvin Kamara play last year?
I think he was hurt the majority of the year.
I don't know. I think he actually played quite a bit.
I mean, on paper, they got Chris Olave, Derek
Michael
Carr,
Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
He's not going to play. He might as well get that up.
Michael Thomas, yeah.
You know,
he wants out of New Orleans so bad.
So do you think that?
Paper,
on paper they're not bad.
Yeah.
But do you think that the Saints also draft a quarterback this year?
Maybe like fourth, fifth round. something like that.
Alvin Kamara played in 15 games.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Did Jarvis Landry play a lot?
I doubt it. Jarvis Landry's like 70 in football years.
He got a lot.
He's out there.
Derek Carr got a lot of money too. 4 years, 150.
Jarvis Landry played in 9 games.
I mean, I like it for the. I would pick the Saints as the favorite to win that division now. On paper, I think they're the best team. Not saying much.
Yeah.
Not saying a lot at all, is it?
Okay, so the Ravens franchise tagging Lamar Jackson. It's the non-exclusive one. So that means that other teams can make an offer and the Ravens have a chance to match. Do you think that he's going to be a Raven?
Yes.
Do you think other teams make a run at him?
No. I think other teams are smart enough to not do that.
Not this year.
Do you
think it's because of health reasons or
no?
Gotcha.
I think it's because everybody. I think it is because everybody knows that they're off on the money, right? Like other teams know that the Ravens and Lamar Jackson are far away from the money. So I think what the Ravens are trying to do, I think Adam Schefter said this, but what the Ravens are trying to do is they're trying to have the market determine what Lamar Jackson is worth, right? So they offer something, or they let the market offer Lamar Jackson what he's worth or what they think he's worth. Lamar Jackson accepts, then the Ravens just match that offer sheet and he goes back to the Ravens. So I think other teams are smart enough to understand what they're trying to do and not draw up the contract for the Ravens to figure it out.
I think that makes sense.
So I think that teams stay away. Now I'm willing to bet if he was like, an unrestricted free agent that he'd have, 8, 9, or however many teams as suitors. Like the Jets would be probably a suitor, and just teams like that. But since he's they don't want to draw up the contract for the Ravens, who obviously can't get out their own way, drop their own contract. I think that's smart.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you don't want to, do the work for the Ravens, so you let them figure out whatever. Or I mean, in the Ravens' case, they're kind of in a win-win. They either decide to match the offer for Lamar Jackson, or someone offers, something stupid, so a ridiculous amount of money to him, and then they just take 2 first-round picks and just move on.
I just don't think anyone's going to do that.
I don't think so. So I think that's the only way I think that's the only way the Ravens lose is if nobody bids on Lamar Jackson and they have to do the deal themselves. Because again, like people have been comparing it to like Deshaun Watson, right? They were like, yeah, there were people lining up at the door for Deshaun Watson. He had 22 cases, but like, yeah, Deshaun Watson, there was nothing attached to picking up Deshaun Watson. You get Deshaun Watson, you got to make a trade or whatever.
Right.
Like, you make a trade straight up for Lamar Jackson. It's like, well, if we wait on him to not get the deal done and he fucking walks, then we'll get him for the free. We're not going to give the Ravens 2 first-round picks, and pay Lamar Jackson $52 million a year or whatever it is.
Makes sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I thought it made sense too.
I think you broke that down very well. Who knew such an NFL contract expert, Eric White? That was very eloquent.
Thought it didn't make sense I just thought it didn't make sense that nobody wanted Lamar Jackson. Everybody was saying they didn't want him anymore. It was like, the Panthers got, the Panthers decided they were going to get whoever. Saints got their guy. Everybody who needed a quarterback went and got a guy. And it was like, why not go get Lamar Jackson if you can? And people like the Falcons are like they pulled out, the Commanders pulled out, and it's like, well, why? Because that nigga is gonna be expensive.
Do you think that his recent health streak of kind of being hurt is also a detractor.
No.
No, because the MVP of the league, right?
Yeah.
I think Lamar Jackson might be. I mean, he might sit a few games, but I think he might be more inclined to play if he was paid. I
True.
think he moves the needle if he's out there, even if he can't really throw the ball because his arm hurts.
Because he had a PCL injury, right?
UCL or something in his shoulder.
Oh, I thought, what was the thing in his knee? Who had the?
I think it's something in his shoulder.
Maybe, I think I'm thinking of a completely different person then, because there's somebody who had a PCL injury, and I
thought it was his knee.
Maybe it was him.
It might have been his knee. I thought it was his shoulder though.
Because I think, if it's who I'm thinking of, they had a PCL injury, and I was like talking on Twitter about like, I've had a torn PCL injury, and it's just stability. Like people are saying like, why couldn't he play? Or like we're on his ass that he couldn't play. Like if your PCL is torn or even like partially torn, like you could just be walking around and your knee will just give out. So it doesn't matter if you have a brace on it or anything like that. So I thought he got kind of some unfair grief, but I don't know. I feel like I would, if I was an NFL GM and I would need to give multiple first round picks, like Eris was saying, and throw a bunch of money at him and kind of set the market, I guess, for Lamar Jackson. I would just be worried because of his recent kind of injuries and being hurt and like frail quarterbacks and, the shelf life of those and things like that. I don't know. People are saying like trade Lamar Jackson to the Bears for Justin Fields. People are throwing that around. I didn't like it. I would have been fine with it, but
I mean,
I wouldn't have liked it.
We'll just be talking about the same shit in a couple years when it's time for Justin Fields to get paid. So it's not going to matter.
2 years. Yeah, like 2 years from now. So
we'll be talking about the same shit with the Ravens.
I'm looking at his injury history. It's not even that bad.
Especially for somebody who plays the way he plays.
Yeah, I mean, it was his PCL, but it was just
knee, though. Yeah, I looked it up too.
It didn't like tear anything.
Yeah, most PCL injuries, they don't require surgery or anything like that. It's just time for it to kind of heal on its own. So I think he'll be 100% going into the season for sure. Like I'm not worried about that.
He's smart about not taking hits and stuff. Normally, he's not one of those guys going to try and run through somebody.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers met with the Jets, I think today in California or yesterday.
Adam's boy, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, we have to talk about him.
Do you think that he's gonna be a New Yorker soon?
Yeah, I think I'm with Adam. He needs to fucking figure something out. Play football.
I feel like he's got. So the NFL draft is what, April, second week of April, right? So I feel like he's got to do something, or like the Jets or the Packers got to put some level of urgency out there of like, we need a decision before the draft. Like we need,
the Packers have zero leverage.
100%. Unfortunately, the Packers.
Because
no
team's going to trade for Aaron Rodgers without a guarantee that he's going to resign for them.
Right. And do we think that the Jet, because basically that would be his final destination for his age, probably.
Who fucking knows with him.
I kind of think he's gonna sign with the Jets. Also, Iona's covering. They have their walk on in the game right now.
Shout out Iona.
Let's go, man. Iona's walk on. His name is James Carey. James Carey came into the game the other day and got the quickest 7 points I've ever seen in 30 seconds of basketball. Right, got a quick 7 points, and then cashed his three from like gold limitless range, and then Rick Pitino took him out, and the place went nuts. And I was like, he's cold, bro.
Nice, dude.
He's cold, bro. So, shout out, way to cover, man. Way to cover. So, anyway, looking at other NFL free agents like Jimmy Garoppolo, like I feel like he's kind of not necessarily odd man out, but kind of just biding his time. I think after all the dominoes fall with like Aaron Rodgers, he's kind of next up.
I think it's going to depend on what, if somebody wants to sit their quarterback, honestly. I think if somebody wants to sit their young guy, then, they'll probably look to bring in Jimmy G as a gap player or a fringe player until they think their guy's ready.
Mm-hmm.
For example, whoever, takes Anthony Richardson, which I'm sure we'll get to when it comes to the draft portion. Combine portion, I should say, not the draft, the combine portion.
Same with like Baker Mayfield. I heard they're gonna the Rams are trying to bring him back because they still don't know what's going on with Matt Stafford, if he's gonna come back healthy or is he kind of done. But looking at the other free agents, a lot of offensive tackles out there. So Chicago,
Dallas,
looking at you.
We're talking to you, Dallas.
Talking to you. Dalton Schultz. They're letting him go.
He's not coming back.
The Eagles, James Bradbury.
He's going back to New York.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I think they tagged him.
Tremaine Edmonds. Jacoby Myers. I wouldn't hate Jacoby Myers as a Bear.
Apparently, he's got a lot of interest. What I thought I saw.
I would not hate him as a Bear. Levante David.
I'm pretty sure he just scored his first touchdown this year.
Yeah. I mean,
wild.
But he did have 6 touchdowns this year. But he can do a lot offensively. Jordan Poyer is getting kind of old.
Cowboys looking at you.
Bobby Wagner.
Cowboys.
I'm also interested with what's going to happen with Odell Beckham.
Cowboys, we're looking at you again. We're still looking at you.
See, Jason Kelsey, Juju.
I wonder if Jason Kelsey's going. I mean, I'm sure he goes back to Philly.
A lot of Eagles are free agents. They have to make a lot of decisions. Brandon Graham. Miles Sanders.
They hate him.
They do. Miles Sanders lost me a lot of money.
They hate him. Man. He's gonna end up gone, and they're gonna draft Bijan. It's gonna piss me off.
Sam Darnold.
Yuck.
Patrick Peterson. I think he just needs to be a safety at this point.
He actually didn't. I don't think he played that bad at corner. Now, when he was playing bad, though,
it is bad.
Oof.
I mean, he's just not a man-to-man corner. Like, gotta play him in zone. That's why I think that he should kind of take like the Charles Woodson route and become a safety, because he's gonna be 33.
Extend your career a couple more years.
That's what I'm saying. Charles Woodson was great at safety. I don't think he made the Pro Bowl as a safety. I'm pretty sure they wanted to do that with Charles Tillman, and I don't think that he was as receptive to it back in the day. But see, Leighton Vander Esch, what are the Cowboys gonna do, bro? Do
not him, somebody else.
You know what I think is also interesting? So if say that Aaron Rodgers does sign with the Jets, or he joins the Jets, whatnot, I think he brings Allen Lazard with him. Allen Lazard also
they got weapons.
I think Allen Lazard would also be a Jet.
Somebody was recruiting Allen Lazard, right?
I don't know who. He could be a Bear if he wanted to.
I can't remember. Somebody, I thought I saw somebody used to be a Packers receiver. And I don't know why you want to say Marquez Valdez-Scantling, but I don't think it was him.
Oh, to KC? I could see it. I could see him in Kansas City too.
Somebody was recruiting him, I thought, because hey, if you want to come, maybe Devontae Adams. I don't know.
Okay, moving on to the NFL Combine. Did you guys watch the Combine or just watch highlights? I'm kind of I have mixed feelings about the Combine in general.
I just watch highlights only.
That should be so random. It's early as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think they market it very well. and they don't let us know. Like, I didn't see that much advertising or like tweets or stuff on Instagram about the schedule. So it's like I didn't know when QBs are going to be there or when wide receiver is going to be there, and I only really care about like the QBs and some of the wide receivers for the most part. But I kind of think that the stuff that they do at the combine is just unnecessary.
Well, most
But
of it is.
like, I think offensive linemen running the 40, I think makes no sense to me at
I
all.
like it.
I don't care how fast an offensive lineman runs a 40 because they're
Yeah, but
often not running 40 yards.
I think it's more sometimes, I think it's for other reasons, right? Like offensive linemen, you want to see what kind of athletes you have. You want to see how well they move. Like I get, like you can see, obviously you can do field drills,
I'd love a
but
shuttle run then,
but
or
like
like
yeah, but
a
like
10-yard split maybe for a guard or for an offensive lineman. I just think running 40 yards is like some guy blew his hamstring and then one tore his ACL, and they just don't run 40s. So like you
well,
ask
how
them to
about you
run a
just
40, like
fucking? I would personally like for my offensive lineman to be able to run a 40. They can't run a 40 without pulling a hamstring.
I just
Might not be a guy that I want.
I just don't like drills or being graded on drills that you would never do in a game.
Yeah,
The only time an offensive lineman is running 40 yards downfield is if they're trying to run to spike a ball. Like,
like I do get that, but also it's like I would like to see, like sometimes I think is more so for other stuff. I don't give a damn how fast he runs, but I like to see how fluid he runs. If he can play, I mean, if he can run 5 seconds and not be, not start to lose form or whatever it is, just like little athlete stuff. I don't give a damn if he runs it in 4.7 seconds. I don't
yeah.
care.
I
But
would be interested on like what a 10-yard split would be on that. Like for offensive linemen, like what are how fast you running your first 10 yards? Because
I
that is
bet
more
that's important.
realistic.
I bet that's more important too. I bet that's more important than how fast they run the 40.
I bet that's what like the GMs look at. The
The
fans, the
10-yard split.
casuals. Yeah, the casuals. Nobody cares about that. But like, how quickly do
Yeah.
you accelerate? How quickly
Right,
do you
exactly.
things like that. That's what they look at when they look at their 40s.
Right.
Right. A lot of zone blocking
Speaking of
schemes.
40s,
Yep.
when did 4.41 become not fast?
Right.
Have you ever seen that?
Right. I've been seeing some crazy tweets from the comments saying like, oh, he's not going to be able to get open in 4.4
Yeah, I saw something
speed.
that was like, it was talking about Jalen Hyatt.
Yep.
It was like the dude said, I was never super high on Jalen Hyatt, and his 4.41 time doesn't really help.
Dude.
I was like, nigga, that is fast.
Sure. Right.
Like, is that not fast as hell?
Like that's so fast. It's so you mean to tell me if he ran 0.02 of a second quicker, Jalen Hyatt, man, elite athlete,
Just
like,
super fast, yeah.
he's gonna
4.39
be running by guys in the NFL. Like I've never really understood that. I think anything under like 4.5, I think you're just an insanely fast human being. Same with like corners. Like corners, when people are like, "Oh, he ran, 4.49." I don't know if he's gonna be able to cover, man to man. He's gonna be a zone corner like for his career. I'm like, brother, do you know how fast?
I'm not gonna lie, 4.5 is just fucking fast as hell. That's fast.
And that proves that like proves to me that if you run a super fast 40, all right, you're gonna run very fast straight.
Yeah.
Right? Like your go routes are gonna be insane. But in terms of like getting in and out of breaks, that's a different story. I don't care if you run 4.3, but like if you can't make a cut or if you can't run a slant route or like a post dig route, you're getting locked up that way.
See,
like your hips don't move, like then
in my mind, you run a 4.29 40. If you're Tyreek Hill, you run a 4.29 40. My assumption is that you're probably running your routes at about 4.4, and that's fast.
Right.
That's quick. You know what I mean? Like I think if you run if you're running a a 4.240 than
Yep.
like when you're trying to get in and out of cuts and stuff. You're doing that shit fast as hell. You're
I
probably not
agree.
doing it at 4.29 or whatever.
Do they do like? Do they? Because I don't watch the combine honestly. That I just also watch highlight. Do they do stuff like shuttle runs or
Hmm.
things like that? I know for the running backs they do some agility stuff, like they'll have them run like off tackle and see how they get through stuff like that. But I didn't know if they do stuff that showcases agility.
I mean, they do like they do the shuttles, the 5-10-5s. They do
Okay.
those. Obviously, then they'll split your first 40, all that stuff. For the linemen out there. Then they do like bench press, long jump, not a long jump,
Yeah.
broad jump,
Broad jump.
shit like that. But
So what is broad jump in terms of like translating to NFL talent? Like, what does a broad jump do for evaluators? Maybe this is a question for Tyler, but
I think it's more of a like a I don't know, probably just like an explosion thing. And I don't know, it's just like if you have to jump, I guess you have to dive, you have to get up. How how fast can you get up? How much ground can you cover if you have to do that? But like, it's just more of a athlete kind of thing, I think.
Yeah, I think it's trying to see how athletic you are. It's just a combination of everything.
Gotcha. I wish there was a world, and I understand that players like they skip the bowl games because they don't want to get hurt or get ready for the combine and stuff like that. But I guess I wish there was, because I think evaluating linemen is very hard. And like a lot of it is just tape that you've seen. I feel like a lot of stuff at the combine is just, for me, not going to do much. Like the bench press obviously is, and like the strength things make a lot of sense. But I wish there was NFL or like football camps and stuff like that, like high school football camps. Like they have linemen go against D linemen in like drills, like protecting the quarterback. I wish they could do stuff like that at the NFL combine.
I think you probably see that if there would be any. I think if there was any incentive for top guys to do that, but
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no reason why you would.
Like in college, right? It's like you want to, or in high school, you want to go up against top guys because you're trying to get yourself an offer at a bigger school or whatever. You're striving for whatever. But if it's moments like that, there's nothing there's no game for like the top guys to do to go up against guys that are on the same level as them.
So you could just not. You could just. I mean, it's kind of like how the QBs. A lot of the top QBs don't throw.
Yeah, I'm
you could
sure
just not
like,
participate if you're a top guy.
Sure
like
I'm sure a lot of those guys. So like you'd end up with another Senior Bowl night. You just be a bunch of guys that are, third, fourth round guys competing against each other, which I mean would probably be great. It can improve some draft stocks, but
I just think that the NFL Combine, the way that it's ran, is just very outdated, and I feel like there's just
it's ran like a TV show. It's not really it's to make money.
Yeah, but doesn't make. I just don't know how much. I'd be interested in like looking at the ratings of like how many people watch the Combine and how much money does it actually generate. I'm sure for where it's being held, it probably generates a lot of money every year for that. But in terms of like TV, like how much money they make from people watching it, I just feel like people don't watch it that much. I saw like Anthony Richardson though. Went nuts at the combine. It performed really well. So do you think that someone could go crazy and draft him, trade up to get him like top 5?
Yeah, I mean they were talking about how he improved his. They were talking about how he improved his stock so much that he could have, he could have won. And I think that's one of those things that's like, they do it so somebody will take the risk on him kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But
his combine was good.
I mean,
physical wise, it said he had the best one since RG3, who had the best
Oh
one
my
ever.
God, it was it was incredible. What he did was fucking insane.
I'm kind of interested where he goes. I've seen so many different, um, TikTok draft analysts and people on Twitter just saying shit about where they think that people are gonna go, and I've seen a lot of stuff on Anthony Richardson. I've heard crazy stuff from uh, the Bears not being able to find a trade partner to trade back, so then they take Will Anderson #1, and then the Texans surprise everybody and take Anthony Richardson #2 and make him the first QB on the draft board. I've seen Vegas trading up to get Anthony Richardson. So I'm interested. I'm interested on where he goes. Interested in where he goes. I guess.
I think it's Seattle. I think they're at 7. I don't think he makes it past them.
Because how long is Gino's contract that he just signed?
3 years, I believe.
3 years, $105 million. Good for Gino.
But I don't think Anthony Richardson plays year 1.
Sure. I don't think wherever
Anywhere.
he goes, he plays year 1.
So I think if you're Seattle,
do you think if you're Houston and you draft a quarterback, does he play year 1, or do you ride with Davis Mills?
I think Houston's quarterback plays year 1. But also, I mean, Houston better not take Anthony Richardson, because that could get somebody terminated. That could get somebody fired.
Hey, I feel like it's either gonna work out really well.
somebody getting fired if they take Anthony Richardson.
Next year, if that happens.
Who getting fired, Adam?
Everybody, honestly.
Okay.
Fired.
All right, so let's touch on Ja Morant. So Ja Morant has had an interesting last few weeks to month. I feel like ever since Shannon Sharp went to that Laker game against the Grizzlies, I feel like Ja Morant has kind of jumped off the deep end of sanity. And so from threatening people with guns to hearing about like punching teenagers to showing a gun on Instagram Live. What's going on with this guy?
Somebody said that Ja Morant is the first one to get to the NBA and then go to the hood, rather than using the NBA to get out the hood.
Yeah,
like he going backwards, because obviously everybody's been all of a sudden we're all experts on Ja Morant's childhood. Right. Everybody knows everything about who Ja Morant is, where he went to school, all kind of shit. And then now he just like, I don't know what's wrong with Buddy, but hey, in Memphis, you already know what it's like out there. A lot of people don't make it out of Memphis, so
true.
You better have a gap. You're gonna be in Memphis.
Okay, so do you think that? So I feel like Paul Pierce. So there's been a lot of different angles from this, from analysts and stuff like that. So Paul Pierce is like, all right, I got shot or stabbed or whatever 50 times or however many times Paul Pierce got stabbed, right? So he's like, I don't mind him. I don't blame him carrying a gun around or whatever, which is fine. I don't mind that either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But flashing it on Instagram Live, like while at a strip club, like
that's not carrying a gun around.
Exactly.
Like,
right. That's not carrying one to worry about like your own protection. That's just trying to flex that you got the heat on you. But I think that I don't know if this is just like an act. I don't know. I don't really know Ja Morant personally or anything like that, or like his real upbringing and stuff like that. I know he's from a small town in South Carolina is where he was born, and there's 3,000 people here, and I'm looking at the houses and demographics, and it's 61% white people. Seems like a nice place. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
It's
seem
like I don't
like
have to watch my head.
right. I feel like no one's ever said watch your head around Dalzell, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where all this is coming from that he needs to prove how tough or how hood he is. I just don't think that it's quite the flex that he thinks it is.
I don't know. Maybe I think maybe it's that whole Memphis mentality, the Memphis Grizzlies, not the city, but the Memphis Grizzlies mentality that they're trying to develop. They're trying to do the whole gritty, tough, all that kind of thing. Doesn't really work. And it doesn't necessarily. It does work, but it doesn't seem like it works if your star player isn't one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like he's not a gritty, tough guy. That's what it kind of seems like. He's trying to buy. He's like buying into that whole thing, and he don't know how to act. He ain't never been gangster. He ain't never been hood, never been street. He ain't, what I'm saying? He ain't got none of that.
And that's
it kind of seems like
okay.
he don't. And that's the thing, right?
That's
That's
the
all right.
thing. Like that's
That's
okay,
all right.
bro. Like
That's all right. You can just be normal.
that's okay. And Dylan Brooks is another one. I don't think Dylan Brooks.
Speaking
I
of
think
Dylan Brooks,
we're sending Dylan Brooks right back.
did you see
to where he
Draymond?
came.
Where Draymond owned him like today? Did y'all see that?
Right. Yes.
Oh, we
And
didn't
he's
see that.
right. Like
dog.
he's right.
You gotta look it up. Draymond talked that shit today.
The thing is, Draymond's right, and people say that like they try and compare Dylan Brooks and Draymond Green. Dylan Brooks is from Saginaw, and really about that is Saginaw. Like you're not sending Draymond Green back. You know what I'm saying?
No
Dylan
way.
Brooks going right back.
Brooks from Canada, isn't he?
Correct.
Mississauga
So they're super
or
nice.
something like that.
Super nice. So I've never heard.
I'm gonna tell you right now, where Draymond from, it ain't super nice.
Right. Not a lot of
Super
natural
nice
light
out there.
coming in his windows in Saginaw, Michigan. So in Canada, I've never met or heard of me like watch your head around them Canadians. You know what I'm saying?
boot.
Like
They also say a boot. So
a boot. Even where John went to high school, it's like 40% white, 48% black. All
private
right.
school, right?
Good. Right.
Yeah, I mean, like good for you, man.
There's a lot of
Well, I mean,
trees.
a lot of NBA players go to private school. That's because they're fucking the best player in the world.
Sure. That I understand.
I
But I'm
mean-
saying that like he didn't go that far away from home. Most people go to like private schools,
Yeah, like they
prep
go to
schools. You know what I'm
elite
saying?
prep
Like
school.
go to academies or whatever. He just went to
Up the street,
Sumter
Yeah,
High
right
School,
down the
like
road.
Crestwood
Right
High School, like right down the street.
Like
Like
right
the bus
there, yeah,
route
right
went
there.
through his little town of 3,000. It was probably a co-op. of
I think-
some kind.
I think we're just seeing him grow up. I mean, he's 23. People do dumb stuff when they're 23.
I agree. I
Just-
feel like people came when
that's
when
all
Ja
right.
came into the league, like everyone loved Ja personality, like how humble he was, and like all of this stuff, and doing everything for the right reasons. And now,
Adam, I saw your tweet. They were like, this is the side that they don't the media doesn't show of Ja Morant or something like that. Like,
bro,
Oh
what is-
yeah,
what does the media
I saw
have to
Bo
do
quoted
with-
it too. That's why
yeah,
I saw it.
I didn't see Adams. I thought you were talking about mine. I was
No,
just
I
like,
saw Adam. Well, I saw both of you, but I think I saw Adams first, and then you.
what did Adam say?
Same thing, pretty much. Like, how is this the media?
Right, this is not the media's fault. You
They put
on
that on his IG story.
right,
He
yours.
is the media.
Yours. You opened up Instagram and you said at the strip club. Look how many there's many steps to go on Instagram Live.
Like a
so
lot.
I gotta swipe to left. Oh wait, and then swipe to left, and then I gotta go to live here. And
Yeah.
then click live, and then it gives like a few seconds of like rendering to start your live. So you have a lot of time to think if this is a good idea.
Like, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah.
So this is not this is not the media's fault.
I don't want to hear that media stuff because
he doesn't blame the
puts that
media.
on himself.
Now, I do think the media is sometimes unfair to people
The
that
medium
look like
is
us.
media is unfair, but not in this situation.
But no,
The media is not tracking him down at the strip club.
no. And the thing is, you know who else be at the strip club a lot? James Harden. And do you ever see James Harden on Instagram live with a gun? No. He's out there throwing money at titties, which is
They said that I saw something that said that at one point, and I don't know if it's this season or in the playoffs or something, but at one point they had like a team meeting. Did y'all see that? They had a team meeting that was led by Steven Adams.
Yes, and he went out anyway.
I thought that was last week.
That was the night that he went live on Instagram.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
it was that night.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, big dog, hey, Steven, I hear you, but
That's just so funny." He's like, "Yeah, dog." Like I was there, but yeah, bro, I'm gonna step out tonight, though. G, I already had this whole plan.
Joe was commenting about Stephen A's comments to T Morant, saying that basically he's calling for T Morant to step in and be like, "Hey, Ja, like this is not it." And he does have some validity here. So like you see T Morant at the games courtside. I think it's great that he's courtside a lot. Like dad's supporting his son and being in his life. I think T Morant is great from what I've seen, but I do think in times like this is where T needs to sit Ja down and be like, "Hey, like you need to figure out a better circle of people to be around."
Yeah,
and I feel like you got to do this quick.
I don't want to like call people out because you don't know what he might already be doing that. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily agree with what Stephen A said about that. But
yeah.
I mean, same time, motherfucker's 23. He got money, bro. He if he don't want to listen, he not gonna listen.
He ain't gonna listen.
True,
Like,
but he's
a kid.
If you're thinking about the stuff that's ahead of him, you're right. He is 23. He's set to make a bunch of money after this year.
Mm-hmm.
He has a brand new shoe that just came out with Nike. That's a deal you don't want to mess up. And then, your potential next contract, you don't want to mess that up. So
yeah,
I don't know, but
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. He's a kid. He's an idiot. Kids are idiots. That's why they're hard to bet on. That's why I hate betting on college sports, because kids are idiots, and I can't trust any of them. So can't trust any of them. All right. So we are going to hold on a second. Let me reshare this. I found a things that annoy me bracket that I think is super funny, and we are going to run through this as fast as possible because I know Eris has a game that he has to.
Grayson Allen a 1 seed. That's crazy.
Don't know why Grayson Allen is a 1 seed. Also, so the 1 seeds for this are for our anti-vaxxers, NFL overtime, Grayson Allen. Oh gosh, I'm doing a bad job driving. And political Facebook people.
Ugh.
So what we're gonna start in the East bracket, and then anti-vaxxers versus people who hate Disney, who dislike Disney classics.
I'm going for the 16 upset already.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't care. I feel like I don't care if you're vaccinated or not. I feel like that's your own personal choice to make.
Yeah.
I think like hating on other people because they are vaxxed and vice versa are kind of silly. I kind of just keep my mouth shut on those types of things. But people who hate Disney classics,
like you're the worst type of person.
Exactly.
I feel like you're trying to be different.
Yeah.
Just trying too hard. Trying to be different.
People
Control V. Yeah, you ain't
I
never
know.
use Excel.
It wasn't working for me for some reason. Okay. People hate Disney classics. Moving on. Okay, so good movies with bad endings is the 8th seed against people who chew with their mouth open as a
Mouth
9th
open.
seed.
That should be a 1.
God. Yeah, I mean, I'm with Adam on that.
Yeah, I think that's the easy one. Okay. Google asking if you're a robot. So like when you put your password in and then you have to click and then click like all the buses until they disappear. And then slicing your driver. Oh, I think that's the golf thing.
It's golf, yeah.
Yeah, golf. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the Google robot thing is annoying because I feel like so like say that it's click the ones with all the stoplights or whatever, and then there's one little box, like a little bit of
it's pixelated.
Yeah, like the green
like
light.
is that it or no? Like
green light's a little bit on there, like, and then I don't click it. If I click it, I'm damned. If I don't click it, also damned.
Yeah.
So that's the worst for me. That could have been a 1C too, because I'll spend 5 minutes on this thing. Okay. New England sports fans. I didn't make this, by the way.
made this himself.
I did not make this, by the way. New England sports fans against parents living vicariously through youth sports.
Now listen, I'm a youth sports director.
Okay.
So I'm gonna choose the 13, but that's just because fuck them.
Okay.
So
okay. Now, me personally, I live in New England, so I don't love New England sports fans. But I do like 2 of the teams that are in New England. I just don't really like Patriots fans for the most part, but they are a lot more pleasing to be around now that they suck. So, but I also hate, because I used to coach youth sports, or at least like high school travel baseball and stuff like that, that the parents who should have made it are the worst, or the ones who are very not self-aware about how bad their kid is.
That, bro, God, come on, Bo,
is the worst.
Like, listen, I guarantee you, none of these kids are Luka Doncic. I'm telling you now.
Yes.
We don't have a single Luka in our program.
Okay. 6th seed, COVID-19 in general, and then dogs that bark too much. Also want to touch on what Joe was saying. You haven't spent your whole life slicing a driver, and it shows. That is very true. Will but I will say though, all I do is slice my driver.
So I don't know what it's like for it to get it right. Yeah.
I was a baseball player, and the swing does not translate very well. I'll hit it a mile, but I have no idea where it's going. And my slice is so bad that I basically, if I want to shoot it straight, like straight on, as I'm looking at this camera, I basically have to stand like this, so the ball will go all the way around to go straight. So it'll net like 200 yards, but I probably hit it around 300 plus
300 yards. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
350 yards or so.
Okay, so COVID-19 versus dogs that bark too much.
Personally, I didn't think COVID was that bad.
Well, I thought COVID sucked ass.
Actual COVID sucked. The
having
it was probably having COVID sucked. Now, being in the house all the playing Xbox.
Look, I was doing that anyway.
That was our duty, bro. That's
that was duty days.
We was on. Yeah,
Warzone. COVID though, having COVID, that shit did suck.
Having COVID was ass.
I might have had. I didn't know.
I think COVID and the pandemic in general was just ass. It was just dogs that bark too much don't really bother me that much.
They don't bother me except when you want them to shut up, and they don't.
That's like a 1% of the time. COVID was like 3 years.
I feel like that happens a lot.
Eris, what did you say?
I chose COVID.
Okay.
Because, like I said, having COVID sucked. Now the rest of it wasn't that
bad. Impotence and people who change the song too quickly.
Yeah, I mean, how do you? I hate when I'm in the spot, I'm in the club, and there's a song going, and like for my example would be, but right before they skip the Drake part, like you don't skip Drake, right? Like you don't cut it off before Drake, and they do that in the club pretty often. Right before Drake. You know where
the biggest culprit of this is? All right, so we are the same hue, right? So when we go to country bars,
Yes,
for
Bo.
example,
I was going the
Yeah,
exact
Atlanta,
same
country
way.
bars,
I was
and
going the
they,
exact
you know,
same.
we're
Bo.
hearing country and honky tonk for 2 hours.
2
But then they
hours.
they mix in walk it out, right? They mix it in and we're getting into it, right? And then as soon as we get 15 seconds and then they change
Doom,
it.
doom, 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 doom. Bro.
They lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
I hope Jose is in the chat because I was just telling him
Whew.
how lit Red River would be if they didn't play that music for 2 hours.
Come
Because
on.
it gets dumb lit when they play regular music,
Exactly.
EDM and
Because
rap.
that's their chance
People be
to
on
be
girls be on the tables dancing and stuff.
Right.
Paper towels are going everywhere.
right.
Man.
And then at that point, we're the most popular people in that bar.
Exactly.
They look at us and see what we're gonna do. You know what I'm
I'm in
saying?
my bag. And then do.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Everybody go sit down.
I'm glad we got. I feel like that was some pent up stuff. I'm glad we got all that.
I was gonna say exactly that. I'm glad
Okay.
we're on the same page.
7 seed needy people versus unsolicited advice.
So like,
It's a lot of upsets. I'm going 10 again, bro.
I'm
Shut
going
up.
10.
Yeah, who asked? Did I
Shut
ask?
up.
Like, damn, did
Or
I
like
ask?
the people who feel the need that we all have that one friend that gives advice for no reason and they don't live it either. Or like people give like relationship advice when they have the worst relationships.
Mhm.
Those are the people. Okay. Falling off Rainbow Road as a 2 seed and cleaning up vomit. Now, Rainbow Road caused a lot of frustration in my childhood.
You fall off Rainbow Road, you might as well just put your control down
You
because
might as
that's the
well.
last race in the Grand Prix.
Right.
So you're chalked. You can't make that up.
Right. And say that you're competing for the gold trophy and you fall off Rainbow Road.
You're
Chalked.
chalked.
Now you're 4th. You don't even
You're
medal at that point.
Imagine
Oh.
falling up like it's like the whole time. Like you just gotta hope other niggas fall off Rainbow Road.
Right.
At that point, you know, like God, I hope everybody else falls. You don't even want to play that hoe no more.
I used
With
to
that
just
being
start
said, clean up vomit is annoying as shit. By the way,
cleaning up vomit.
that should not be a 15.
That doesn't happen a lot. So that I fell off
Is it
Rainbow
that
Road
annoying?
a lot.
It's so, bro. No, for most people or for other people, like me personally, I don't vomit. So I'm
I
normally
do.
cleaning up other fuckers' vomit, and
Well, that is annoying, but you feel like
that's
you
what
shouldn't have to
pisses
do
me
that.
off. Like I don't
That's a
throw
person
up.
being a dick.
Anyway, here we go.
Okay. NFL overtime and is a 1 seed in the West Division and delayed flights. My flights don't get delayed a lot. I've
never had a
Don't-
delayed flight.
I don't care that much about. I wish NFL overtime had better rules.
I think it's fine now.
Yeah. Now, yes.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I root for overtime sometimes. I don't have a problem.
But delayed flights do suck. So
I'm going 15.
one seeds are getting up out of here pretty fast. Okay. The Big Bang Theory or Hangovers. I don't know if they're talking about the show.
I assume they're talking about the show. I don't think that show is that show.
I don't
annoying?
think they are talking about the show. I think they're actually talking about the actual Big Bang Theory.
Why. I guess it could be why for
The
either
hell's
one.
fucking stupid.
Explaining the way the universe began.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what it is, but
I think Hangovers just suck, and they suck more as you get older. So I'm just going Hangovers because I don't care about the Big Bang Theory. Okay. Joe Buck and as a 5 seed and Wrinkly Shirts as a 12 seed.
for me, it's wrinkly shirts.
Okay. Wrinkly Shirts do suck.
I don't think Joe Buck is that annoying.
I think Joe Buck is a good announcer, and I
Yeah, I
don't
don't think he's that
understand the
annoying.
hate. I do think that he favors a lot of teams, and it shows
Now-
like he has an absolute boner for the Dodgers,
And Aaron
and the
Rodgers.
Cardinals and Aaron Rodgers. So
Well, he's a Cardinals fan.
Hey, I'll revisit this whole Joe Buck thing later on this year.
okay,
Later on this year, I got you.
okay. So sweating is a 4 seed, and then
That's
chain
not
falling
that
off
funny.
your bike is a 13 seed. Chain falling off your bike sucks.
First
So
of
it
all,
makes you
sweating
want to
isn't
throw the
annoying.
whole bike away.
How is sweating annoying?
Sweating is so annoying.
How?
Because I hate it. I hate it. I hate the feeling of being sweaty when you're not supposed to be sweaty. Like if I'm in a room full, if I'm a room full of people and I'm sweating and they're not sweating, I start to sweat more. It's like that anxiety sweat of like, why the fuck am I sweating so much and they're not?
But
so you start to sweat more. You guys know firsthand. I stepped foot off the plane in Texas. I started sweating immediately. I'm like, God damn, Aris, how hot is it? And it's like 70. And I'm just like,
yeah, it was like 76 degrees and both. Like, it's so hot.
Chain falling off your bike is the worst.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say that to you.
Chain
but
falling
sweating
is yeah.
Okay, being alone with your thoughts is a 6th seed or public speaking. I don't mind public speaking. We're doing it now.
I don't either.
Don't mind
I feel like
speaking at all.
We're a bad person to ask, but being alone with your thoughts.
I feel like you gotta figure something out.
Cups at a rose. This is in my old phone.
I'm hilarious, so I love being alone with my thoughts.
3 seed country music or 14 crying babies. I don't hate country music. Crying babies just never. It's not their fault, right? It's not their fault. It's not the parents' fault. I want to preface this before we get attacked by mothers and fathers who watch us sometimes. But crying babies on an airplane, the absolute worst. And in that moment, I'm thinking very not good thoughts
about that baby. That ain't the baby's fault,
and it's not the baby's fault, and it's not the parents' fault. Man, hey, the parents and the baby, they deserve to go to Florida or Cancun or wherever they want to go, or Boston, wherever they're going. But like, but yeah, that is crying babies for me.
It's crying baby. Yeah. Anytime I hear a crying baby, I think of that time B. James. I think we're at like Whataburger. B. James was drunk. Baby started crying. B. James just turns around. Hey, shut that damn baby up. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, it's like, think about like the movie theater too. Like you hear crying babies in a movie theater. I went to go see Black Panther for the first time, and there was just crying baby. I'm like, what?
If you bring a baby to a movie theater,
you're just an asshole.
What are we doing?
Especially if you stay once it starts crying, you're a dick.
Right. Okay. So 7 seed pedestrians, and then 10 low phone battery.
I need to charge my phone.
Matter of fact, let me check my battery real quick.
So low phone battery, that happens to me a lot, and I don't really care because if my phone dies, I don't really care because I don't text people back anyway. That's not Very you true. Guys or my girl or like people on our team chat. Pedestrians annoy the shit out of me.
Just no urgency.
They walk slow. The worst is like when you're walking. Yeah, NPC.
AI.
When you have a sidewalk, right? I see this in Boston daily. When you're walking on a sidewalk and there's 2 people, right, walking together, but they take up. They're so spread out from each other that they take up the whole sidewalk, and you can't walk by them, and they just have no idea the world is behind them. Those people are the worst. Also, people at the grocery store are the worst. Like the worst. Pedestrians are gonna be a tough out for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. Not having money as a 2 seed and dry skin.
Now, dry skin. I know you don't know nothing about the 2 seed because that's both silly, man.
Hey man, my guy Joe in the chat right now, he hit debit card heavier than mine. You know what I'm saying? Debit card heavier than mine. Okay, but dry skin, not a problem for us. I feel like cocoa butter's always around. Never really had dry skin in my life.
Where I go.
So I always got lotion on me.
Never within 10 feet of lotion.
Now my lips sometimes chapped because of wind, and I lick my lips a lot, so that part can be dry.
Drink some water, brother.
Yes, but not having money, that stinks. So we'll just go with that. Okay.
No, you don't know nothing about that. That shit is annoying.
Bro. All right. Number 1 seed in the South Division, we got Grayson Allen versus 16 seed Covers at Bars.
Covers at Bars, come on.
Bro, it's a bar.
Why? I think Covers at Bars are the dumbest thing. Grayson Allen also dumb, but I don't hate it.
I'm not walking in the bar if it's a cover.
I don't think about Grayson Allen really ever. Your sports team losing as an 8 seed or student loans as a 9 seed. Sally Mae, little bitch.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
I
I
might be
mean, my
going
sports team
8.
loses a lot. My
It's
my,
still
my sports team
annoying
loses a
though.
lot.
My team loses a
Yeah,
lot, so
well,
I think
here's the
It's
thing: is
today.
that I'm more annoyed. Is that I get more annoyed. Well, yeah, actually, when Texas lost to Abilene Christian, I could have fought the shit out of all them. I could, bro. Every March, matter of fact, Adam, it's March. You already know what time it is. It's time to start getting them "you're annoying" tweets out
yep.
to the teams.
I'm gonna say your sports team losing because that'll literally ruin my day. Like Wisconsin just got their shit kicked in by Ohio State in the Big Ten tournament, and I'm still like I'm annoyed by that, and I'm
When
annoyed
your
in
sports
college
team is
football.
supposed to be good, like Texas next year, if they lose to in a dumb, it just ruins your next couple of days. You just think about how it sold that game.
Okay, secondhand smoke or Trump's orange hue. I'm assuming like how orange is skin colors.
Personally, I can't stand the smell of cigarettes.
I do too. I
That's like my number one deal breaker.
I don't really care about Trump at all as a person or what he looks like.
Yeah.
He don't bother me no more. So
I can't do the smell of cigarettes.
I don't like it. Cigar smoke is okay. Cigarettes are just
smoke. I can deal with cigarettes.
Stubbing your toe as a 4 seed, sports being canceled as a 13 seed. So I don't know if that sport's being canceled like during COVID or like say like a league,
game,
like yeah, I got a league game
canceled.
or something. Yeah, that is annoying. Stubbing your toe though is a different time of like,
fuck,
bro.
That shit never gonna end, bro.
It feels like it hurts for a long time.
What's worse, the toe or the shin?
Yeah,
the pinky toe is the worst. Is the worst.
Ooh,
the pinky toe. You hit your pinky toe on end of the bed, the door frame. Anything you hit your pinky toe on is the fucking. Oh my god! Like I said, it feels like it's never gonna end. With that being said, sports being canceled, I've been looking forward to this all day. Right. And then my game's at 9, 6 o'clock, canceled.
I don't know who Texas Apostle is in the Twitch chat, but they said, yeah, that's Eris. I don't know what that was for, but I've been missing some chat. So we have 2 subs. Sorry about this. We have 2 subs. G-Bats, tier 1 sub, currently on a 14-month streak. And then also on a 14-month streak, but subbed for 15 months, Noodlehead. So we have 2 shots back to back.
I'm supposed to go to the gym after this. This is good.
Sorry, I missed the chat. What's on me?
Okay. I'll go with stubbing your toe.
Stubbing your toe's ass. Ugh. Okay. People who are always late, airs, and then and condoms. I think for reasons, I'm gonna say people who are always late, even though I am people.
Oh my god, Adam was like, "What the fuck are those?"
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck those are.
Adam had to look like, "What the fuck is
him?" I don't know why. Texas
the one Bryce.
Apostle
Shut up, Bryce.
Yeah, talking about giving advice. Okay, sorry about
I'm
that.
with people who are late because I've had to rate on theirs for way too fucking.
Bro. Come on, dude.
Way too many times.
I ain't even that late no more.
All right, Dave Portnoy's running form. I don't know if you've seen it. It is horrible. Just him doing athletic things in general is just horrible. And people who are always on their phone.
We got an Ayers versus Ayers matchup.
I'm people,
but I'm next.
You know,
this is an Ayers bracket.
My phone all the time. Not doing.
That's really crazy. That okay. So Ayers, it's really crazy that 1, you're always on your phone. 2, you have your phone is always on do not disturb, and 3, you don't text people back, but you're always on your phone. And that's coming from me. I have 309 unread texts right
Can't
now.
believe the dude just said don't text people back.
I
I
text
got
you
one
guys.
unread text and it just came through.
I have okay, so I have a lot, but it's spread out over like a year.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying that like
Right.
Eris is always on his phone. I'm not always on my phone.
Eris will not text you back.
That's not true.
Eris don't text us back.
Exactly.
I text everybody back.
You do not. You do not. Okay. Missing a puzzle piece as a 7 seed and getting a boner at the wrong time at a 10 seed.
I'm
Look,
not gonna lie, number 10 is kind of.
It's the funniest
annoying.
shit ever. Oh my god.
it's not a
10
good.
is
It's not.
kind of
It's not.
annoying.
It's a lonely feeling when you.
Adam,
Hey,
are you thinking about that one time that old boy in media?
Oh, the Jose, different Jose. Yes.
Bruh.
No, it was
Yeah.
it was the black kid.
I thought it was
The-
Panda.
No.
Oh,
No.
is it other? Oh,
It was some dude. He was. What happened? Oh my god.
he was a year under us.
Yes.
He was talking with this short, skinny black girl. I forgot her
Yep.
name. Anyways,
I remember. her
they were
name.
sitting on the couch. They were just talking. We had a couch in the classroom. He got a boner. Everybody
wow.
knew it. Told him to stand up.
He had to stand
He
up.
couldn't do
walk
it.
across the room.
He couldn't do it. I've never had that situation happen.
My boy was horny, boy.
Mm.
All right, sorry.
Sorry about that. But yes, so like, have you guys ever used the Pledge of Allegiance tactic to like stop it?
Bo,
What?
you good, fam?
Sorry.
We need to move on.
What the hell?
No, I'm saying that like I've used that before in the past. Like you get a boner at the wrong time, and like mentally you start saying the Pledge of Allegiance, so then like it goes away.
No.
I saw that in a movie once, and that's okay.
I was under the impression you're supposed to flex a different muscle.
Yeah, that's what I do. I flex my hamstrings.
Yep.
I never heard of that before.
It gets blood going to a different.
It gets blood going somewhere else.
Okay, I don't know why these comments like didn't come through, so I apologize.
Bryce.
Okay. Lifted up trucks as a 2 seed and walking in the cold as a 15 seed. Walking in the cold sucks.
Just
Walking in the
sucks.
cold, bro. Yes, bro.
Sucks.
off.
Lifted
Teeth
up,
to be hurting.
right? Lifted up trucks. I'm like, all right, that
Well,
in Texas, we see those a lot.
trying to get Buster's truck back in the day was ass.
probably compensating for something a little bit, maybe.
Walking in the cold is horrible.
Okay,
Driving in the
Cold
cold is
is fucking terrible.
All right, political Facebook people and bad grammar.
I don't use Facebook, so
I'm a grammar Nazi, as y'all fucking know. So I'm always on somebody about grammar and messing up and stumbling over shit.
But does it annoy you, or do you just?
yeah, it's pretty annoying.
I think people who like go on political rants on Facebook are the worst people.
That's also true though.
Like they are just like, I see like random people, like I'll scroll Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much, but mainly just for like high school friends and like family members. But I'll see stuff on Facebook that some post will happen from like Fox News or like CNN or something, and you just see all the people that are like, or like someone died, or like the DeMar Hamlin stuff. People are like, oh, it's the vaccine, or like that person, he's really dead and stuff like that, and they make politicized stuff. I think those people are the worst. Bad grammar, I don't really care.
I go with the 1 seed.
I can agree with both, honestly.
Okay. All right. Religion pushers or people who ask
Religion.
questions during movies.
Hey, fucker, we're watching a movie together, right?
Yeah. Like,
I'll be going
We're
9,
both-
yeah.
yeah.
We're both
Yeah.
watching this movie.
Yeah.
You and I both. are watching this at the same time. I promise we're
What's
gonna
gonna
both
What's
find
gonna
out.
happen with blah blah blah? Watch the movie.
I don't know. Let's find out. Shut up.
Okay, people who don't use blinkers, looking at people in Boston, or poor sleep. My sleep schedule is garbage. So
Mine is too.
that the poor sleep, it's not annoying.
I say not being able to sleep is annoying.
Yes, I agree.
Maybe that's what he means.
But also, like,
People who don't use blinkers
Yeah.
are annoying.
like, come on, dude. Like they're literally there to help out everybody around you. So
Okay,
just do
four
that.
seed, single ply toilet paper, and 13, scuffing your white shoes.
You use single ply toilet paper. You're disgusting.
Yeah, I
Because
feel
I know you fingered your dirty asshole before.
That's why
just
I
know
do
you
not
have.
use the bathroom on campus. That's why I never used the bathroom on campus. I always went to my house to use the bathroom.
I'll use the bathroom anywhere, but yeah,
don't.
the
If it's
single ply.
I'm using.
I'm using a whole roll for
Yeah.
myself. At that
Yeah.
The
point.
whole
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah, scuffing your white shoes also sucks though,
I'm going
but not as bad as single ply toilet paper.
I
But,
refuse.
opinions that are not your own or calories.
What?
I think this is a weird matchup.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Okay, we'll just go opinions that are not your own.
I'm
Let's
going
see.
with calories.
We can go calories too. Okay.
I'm going with calories.
Go calories. Okay. Influencers or annoying group chats.
I'm in about 12 annoying group chats.
I'm in a lot too. I mute the most though.
I just mute every group chat.
I have every group chat muted as well.
I feel that
influencers.
I feel that like people who make videos like in bars are a little annoying to me sometimes, because like sometimes as long like if you're in the way, like if I'm trying to get a bar, like go to the bar and get a drink, and someone's filming like a video, like and I can't get to the bar or something like that, then that
I've never seen one in person, but
you see them
I've
all the
seen-
time. You see them all the time in Boston. Like,
everyone I've
girls,
seen like, on TikTok and stuff.
girls
I
all
don't
over the
like any of
place
them.
at like brunch or just in general, like making videos or whatever and stuff like that. I don't mind like get your money as a side hustle, but yeah. Let's see. Bad parking jobs or never ending ass wiping. like, like, like you feel like you just are never gonna get out of there.
Never ending because it seems to always happen at the worst time. Like when you
Like when you gotta go, like you're at like a rest stop or something, and it's like you gotta get moving, or like people are waiting on you. You're already late, and yeah, okay. 2 seed getting old and then shitting in porta potties. Getting old isn't like horrible as resident old person on the show. Shitting in porta potties though, not a fun experience. That's like the one time I'll like avoid shitting in a porta potty if I can. Like I'll wait till I get home.
bad.
I won't do it.
But if there's already shit in the porta potty and it's stinky,
Why are you looking in there? You guys,
it's not that I'm
just
looking.
send it.
I don't look in it. It's there and it stinks.
Literally, you walk in the
smelling-
door, it feels like a fucking toilet, Adam.
You gotta
Like,
just
you know
send
what?
it, bro. You gotta just send it, bro. Y'all, bro, grow up.
No. Shitting porta potties are the worst. Okay. Moving back up to the second round of the East. People who hate Disney classics, and then people who chew with their mouth
Oh
open.
my gosh.
Chewing with your mouth open is the worst. You're disgusting.
Jesus.
Especially when you
Lord.
snack too.
Facts. Or like people who smack their gum too. I don't chew gum anymore since I had braces, but like my stepmom very mad at smacking her gum. Very, very bad at that. Okay. Google asking if you're a robot, or parents living vicariously through youth sports.
Ugh.
I think the parents are the worst.
I agree.
The parents are going to be a tough out for me.
I'll say that.
COVID-19 or people who change the song too quickly.
How do you
It's
pass
long.
up? Come on, man. That's Drake.
That's a song.
It's
Yeah.
Drake.
Just change the vibe up.
Right.
For no
Like, we could be
reason.
really vibing and like we're on the way up and then right back down. Okay. Unsolicited advice and falling off Rainbow Road. Come on.
I'm going with the advice.
Oh. Okay.
I know the
Air's
shortcut
phone?
on Rainbow Road, so I can get it back.
I mean, I do too, but if you miss that hoe.
it's definitely a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
You-
Lost. Aris, what do you advice or Rainbow Road?
That's advice for me.
Okay.
It's like, again, who asked you?
Delayed flights or hangovers?
I'm gonna get hangovers that often. I'm going to delayed flights. Drink some water.
Take a ibuprofen before bed.
That'll work too.
PD like,
Wrinkly shirts or chain falling off your bike?
oh my god.
I think wrinkly shirts sucks.
Sucks. I just
Like,
don't
that
have
haven't-
in a wash.
Right. And it's like you get pumped to wear a certain shirt and you pull it out and it's wrinkly and you don't have time to iron it or steam it and it's just shocked.
In the shower in the morning, take it in there.
Being alone with your thoughts and crying babies. I'm gonna make that decision for both of us, for the three of us, and just slide crying babies right there. Okay. Pedestrians and not having money.
NPCs, bro.
NPCs.
Fucking AIs, bro.
God damn. Okay. Second round over here, covers at bars and
Dude.
your sports team's losing.
I guess I'm not paying the cover at a bar. I refuse.
Yeah. Right. I'll just go to a different bar. So for me, it's my sports team's losing.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll ruin my whole weekend. Okay. Secondhand smoke or stubbing your toe? Secondhand smoke, I can just leave. Stubbing your toe is around.
Yeah.
It's just around.
I told you, bro, that shit never gonna end. Your whole fucking foot gonna fall off, man. Your whole foot.
Okay. People who are always late and people
Bro.
who are always on their phone. This is an Ayers versus Ayers matchup.
Yeah. I think it's always late.
The always late for me. And I'm someone who's always late. And I understand that people
It's
are
crazy
mad
to
at
get
me.
Harris versus Harris and Bo's always late.
But I'm not always on my phone.
It's cool when they do it.
Boner at the wrong time or walking in the cold? I think they counteract each other because I'm not getting many boners when it's cold outside. So
Boner at the wrong time is bad. I never had a bad situation where I had a boner at the wrong time.
More annoying, definitely a boner at the wrong time.
okay.
Walking in the cold is annoying as fuck.
I feel like if you guys
I'm gonna go
walked in the cold, I feel like if you walked in the cold as much as I do, you would hate it. Like, okay, so like how annoying were you when you were in Boston and you were walking around in the cold?
Yeah, but like that's how I was gonna get places. So it was like I was annoyed. I mean, it was annoying, but I think I'd be more annoyed with a boner at the wrong time. Got to give up and give a speech. Gotta walk through people. That's probably more annoying.
Gotta walk.
I can't
I never had that situation. So
I can't. Me neither. But like, it's always been able to
I've
be
come
avoided.
close a couple of times.
Okay. Political Facebook people asking questions during movies.
Jesus,
These political people in general are annoying.
both of them.
Necessarily Facebook, Twitter, whoever.
Okay, people who don't use blinkers or single ply toilet paper.
Like, I don't.
People who don't
blinkers.
use fucking blinkers.
Yeah.
All right. Calories or influencers? I think calories stink because I want to eat what I want.
Calories are annoying because it's harder to get rid of them or to lose them bitches, and it's just too much work for me.
I can
Too much
avoid
work.
I can avoid influencers if they're being annoying. I can't avoid calories because I need to eat Popeyes.
Well. With that being said,
I'm about to say you
that
definitely
being
can.
is that one dude that goes to the food places and starts dating the buff motherfuckers? Is he an influencer?
Oh, the Eris guy? Yeah.
Yes.
Relax.
Yes,
I
that's
don't
an
think
influence.
I don't know if he influences anything. I think of influencers like stuff I do with Legends. Like I'll post stuff for Legends. Like go buy stuff.
Oh yeah, so Bo is annoying. No,
Bo is an influencer.
I'll go calories.
Not like that.
Speaking of Legend stuff, I still ain't got my care package, but that's all right. That's okay.
Because they have a Texas colored long sleeve shirt that I want to send you guys, but it's not in stock.
I'll just fuck off.
I'm sending you guys a black one and a Texas burnt orange one. Anyway, never ending ass wiping or shitting in porta potties. I think the never ending is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, flying through this because I know Eris has to go soon. People who chew with their mouth open or parents living vicariously through youth sports.
That's a mouth open for me.
The what?
Just the mouth open. I just don't want to eat next to you, especially if I'm eating. Like, I can't.
I think the parents are more annoying, but I understand what you're saying.
Parents are 1,000% more annoying.
I just can't.
But that's so close to me. Like it's just
right.
goddamn.
People who change the song too quickly or unsolicited advice.
That's Drake, man. Like I'm trying to listen to Drake. I'm trying to listen to Drake, man.
I agree. I feel like the people who change the song too quickly can just ruin the whole night. You know, ruin the whole pregame or ruin the whole night.
I can tell a lot about somebody based off of how quickly they change songs.
Right. Delayed flights and wrinkly shirts. I think wrinkly shirts happens more often, so I think it's more annoying.
I'm going with shirts. I'm trying to pick something now if he's wrinkled.
Got to change the whole fit. Yep,
the whole fit. Crying babies or pedestrians. This is a good match. I think I encounter more annoying pedestrians than babies. So
I'm gonna go pedestrians because I feel like they should know better.
I was about to say, I feel like it's single-handedly the pedestrians' fault.
That's right there. That's
yeah. Right there. I think they're doing it on purpose.
It's not the baby's fault. Okay. All right. Your sports team losing, stubbing your toe.
My sports team losing.
Same. Stubbing your toe it's quick. It lingers for a little bit, but then it goes away.
Yeah. Sports team losing. Especially people who money.
Right. People who are always late or walking in the cold.
For me, it's the cold. Walking and driving, when you have to get in your car and it's cold, it's the worst. Like you don't have time to heat it up.
I agree.
And by the time you heat it up, you're there. You gotta get back outside. No. For me, it's cold.
I think I agree with that. Political Facebook people and people who don't use blinkers.
God damn it.
I want blinkers.
I probably drive less than you guys do, so I don't encounter that.
Fuckers that don't use blinkers are so goddamn annoying.
Calories or never ending.
Oh my god,
it's gonna be tough.
What is this region?
That's a weird region. Okay, so in our Elite Eight, we've got Elite Eight. We got parents and youth sports and changing the song too quickly. I think this is where the parents' run ends for me. I think the song too quickly, I encounter that way more. And I've definitely had vibes ruined because of this many times. Like I've left bars before because it don't go back to certain establishments because they change the song so quickly sometimes.
You know, I'm choosing the parents. Fuck. Oh my god.
I don't encounter parents. So that live through the youth sports.
So you're going song?
Actually, no. Parents are annoying. I'm going parents.
All right. Okay. Wrinkly shirts and pedestrians. For me, it's pedestrians.
The fucking pedestrians, man.
Pedestrians.
Just dickheads. The amount of time I say dickhead on the drive home into work it's insane.
Yeah. How many times I'd be like, bro, you don't have bumpers, man. Like, get the fuck out the way. I will hit you. Do you know I will hit you?
Your sports team losing, walking in the cold.
I think it's your sports team losing just because how many, like, when your sports team loses, not only did they lose, but they also didn't play well. So you've been pissed off for the better part of 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my sports teams aren't good, so it's not
Mine aren't either.
that's not why they lose. they just aren't good.
But thing
For
is,
the
even
most
when my sports team is good, they still don't win championships. So that's even
Sure.
that's annoying too.
That makes sense. Okay. People who don't use blinkers and never-ending ass wipes.
I think it's the ass wipe. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too. That's just
I
you
mean,
feel
I
like
just
you're
feel like
never
I've
gonna
used
make
so
it.
much toilet paper. Why does it not like? Why am I
Well,
still
The thing
pulling
is,
toilet paper
and the
off?
thing is too, is like when you finish, like like 30 minutes later, like once you start walking around a little bit, like you gotta go re-wipe. Like you gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? So this is never okay. So final four, we have parents living vicariously through youth
Oh,
sports. We have pedestrians, your sports team losing, and never-ending ass wiping.
I could do either for the left side.
For the left side, for me, it's pedestrians.
it's pedestrians for me too.
And for me, it's not close because like
Just don't like people.
the parents thing is like I can deal with the parents for a while and then it's fine, but like pedestrians everywhere. It's the sidewalk, it's the grocery store, it's the movie theater, it's the airport, it's the bars. Like they're just everywhere, just little rats. Just ratting around, bro. Okay, your sports team losing and never ending ass wiping. I think the sports team losing thing is more annoying to me.
Yeah,
My team never wins, so
I
my
feel
team
like
wins just enough to annoy me when they lose.
my sports team lost.
that's how I
today.
feel about college sports
Twice.
for me. Like Wisconsin, they're gonna look really good in football, and then they're gonna lose to Iowa, and I'm
They
mad.
lost today, didn't they?
Well, yeah. I mean, their basketball team is horrible. So, okay. So in the championship, we have pedestrians in your sports team losing, and I love sports. Right? I love sports. I live it and I breathe it. But goddamn pedestrians, I hate them so much that it's not even close. It's not a discussion. As soon as I saw pedestrians in this bracket, I thought that's going to be a tough out, and that is my national champion for me. Is pedestrians.
I'm going with pedestrians too.
I'm probably going with my fucking sports team losing. I just realized that Tottenham lost today, and I'm still mad about it.
Okay. I think this would go 7 games. But I think pedestrians hit a big 3 late. Close it out with some free throws. And that's that.
God, pedestrians are fucking annoying.
They're gonna be annoying on your drive.
They are.
We try to get to the
It's
game.
too late. It's too late. We good now.
You say that.
It's too late. For
That's another thing too. The people who show up late to games, I guess that's like people who are always late. But like the people who show up like midway through the first quarter of games, and like I gotta get up and move.
Yeah,
I've
been trying to post your seat.
Cause like that's like right when you have your food and your beer in hand, like you're in the zone, like you're watching the game, you got your food, you got your beer, and now fucking this big ass dude is 30 minutes late to the game, and now I gotta get up, hold my pizza or whatever I'm eating close. Hopefully I don't spill any of my beer or whatnot on this dude. So people are ass. People are just ass. That's what it is. Eris, do you have to go or do you have time for Pertwell?
I have to be gone in the next 15 minutes.
I think we can finish that, but if you have to jump, I'm confident Adam and I can keep the streak alive.
I mean, I think I'm good to go.
Okay.
Everything's packed.
Back on Pertle. Boys are hooping. Eris, who are we starting with?
Tim. We're gonna go Tim Hardaway Jr. Man, they lost today, by the way.
What the fuck did you just say?
Tim Hardaway Jr.
He said Timmy. How fucking dare you?
Tim Hardaway Jr. Not horrible. 30-year-old guard, short guard in the East.
East short guard. Oh, this Seth Curry.
How old is Seth Curry? Nearish 30. I think he's younger than 30.
Seth Curry? I think he's 30 might be about right. Steph's what, 33?
Send it, Seth Curry.
Hit it.
No, 32. Oh shit. Okay, damn. Okay, so he's a guard. He's 6'2" for sure. So he's 6'2".
Under 30.
6'2".
Mm-hmm. Not in the Atlantic. How tall is Pat Bev?
Pat Bev's older than 30 though, right? No
don't know.
way, Pat. But no way, Pat. Pat Bev's pretty sure Pat Bev's older than I am.
I guess I don't think Pat Bev is 6'2" either.
I think 6'2" is about right though for Pat Bev.
Drew Holiday, he's older. What was George Hill?
George Hill's definitely
40.
over 30. Yeah, he's definitely over 30. Yeah.
Do you know he was even still in the league?
Who's the kid from Miami?
Kyle Lowry?
Oh,
Gabe Vincent?
Gabe Vincent.
He wears number 2.
Yeah, I think
Jersey
he's
number
young.
is over 13. How old is Jimmy Butler? Also, how tall is Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler's like 6'6".
Oh, okay. Grayson Allen? Oh wait, he wears 12, I think.
He does.
I think of what other like
6'5".
Bucks guards. What about Javon Carter?
He wears number
Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier I think he wears 12
or 3.
or 3. 12 or 3.
Knock out that division.
Who did you say, Bo?
I said I forgot.
Damn it.
Damn, I forgot who I said that fast. What about Bradley Beal?
Bradley
He was
like
number 3.
35.
He was number 3.
Oh, yeah, no shit. Who did I say? You're not that fast. Oh, Javon Carter.
I'm trying to remember what number Javon Carter wears.
I think either like I know he wore like 4 before. But for some reason now I see him wearing like 21.
That's Drew Holiday's number though. He
Oh,
plays
sorry.
in Milwaukee, right?
Yes.
I feel like Javon Carter wears 0. Is that right?
I don't know. Okay, we need to get
Could it be Donovan
like
Mitchell?
Donovan Mitchell wears 45.
Mm-hmm.
Try Ricky Rubio.
Ricky Rubio is definitely over 30. We can try it.
Kind of young.
I think he's over. I think he's well over 30. Treat him like he's like Derrick Rose age. Oh,
32.
Cavs guard.
Cavs guard.
Who are their guards? Danny Green. I feel like he's on the Cavs. Not him.
Karis LeVert, Darius Garland,
Not him.
Donovan Mitchell.
Can be Ricky Rubio.
14. 15. 16 is Cedi Osman.
Oh, yep.
17.
15 is Mobley.
Mobley wears 4.
Isaiah
Yep.
Mobley? Where's 15?
He's also is
Not
he not?
30.
They're not Giants.
Yeah. I'm just naming the numbers.
I don't know who plays for the Cavs.
Can't be Danny Green, huh?
Now Danny's like 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Okoro? How tall is he? He's a Cavalier, right? Isaac Okoro or whatever. I don't know how tall he is or anything about. I don't know shit about him.
I like it. Isaac Okoro.
6'5". Where's number 35? Who else plays for the fucking Cavs? Do we lose?
I think we lost.
Did they get somebody at a trade recently?
No.
So they've had this team all year. Or this person on the team all year.
Can we see the silhouette?
I need the silhouette.
I think we might because I don't know who.
I have no clue.
I feel like we're gonna get it as soon as we see the silhouette. Are we showing the silhouette?
Got to.
Okay. It's a white guy.
European guy?
Who is this?
Start throwing out some European guy names that's been around forever. Say 30, so I guess not forever, but
what about is that what's that like one white kid from
Sure that's not Ricky Rubio.
We already guessed.
That's the only one.
What about that like Winkler guy from would he go to like Liberty or something?
No, he doesn't play there anymore. Wingler or whatever.
Okay. Oh, Windler.
That's probably right. I need to get on 2K and Google this thing.
You might be in trouble, yeah.
I think we lost, boys.
I think we did.
Start sending some fucking European names.
We gotta get up out of here. It's gotta go.
European niggas.
We know it's not Osman. It's someone who doesn't play. Like
Type in like Sanchez. Okay, never mind. I think it's somebody from Spain or something, or
what are the Spanish people?
Raul Neto. He's Spanish, I think.
I thought he's a Sun.
I don't know.
Or
Timberwolf. He was on the Wizards last year.
Or a Wizard.
Is he Spanish?
He is Spanish. I think.
He is Spanish, and he does look like this.
I thought he was on the Wizards.
I don't know any. I thought he was a Sun. The last time I thought.
Send it.
It is. I was about to send Alexi Shved.
Did he just get there?
I need to look up when Raul Neto joined the Cavs.
It's like is he Spanish?
I think he is.
He is from Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Okay.
He was on the Wizards. He was never a Sun. I was thinking of him on the Sixers. That's what it was. He's on the Sixers before the Jazz. Sixers.
He played for the Nets or something?
No. Jazz, Sixers, Wizards, Cavs.
I played with him on 2K once on one of my teams.
He's averaging 3 points a game.
Oh
wow.
Good
All
job.
right. Airs from the top rope. Airs from the top. I thought we lost. Oh yeah, so Victory shot.
Ooh.
Hopefully, weather doesn't take as long.
Facts.
Yeah, Pirtle usually right here with it. Wow. I was gonna have to call my Cleveland friends. Okay. All right, back on Waddle. Eris, who are we starting with?
Roll Neto. We can go with Saquon Barkley. That's fine. Yeah.
I just posted a TikTok of Eris trying to sneak in fucking dude. Saquon Barkley. Okay, running back. We like that. Great start.
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams is under 26.
Don't know.
Okay,
I
let's
don't
go.
know. I
Let's
don't
go.
mind it. Jamal Williams. No, NFC North though. Okay. Under 6 feet.
Madison?
No. We're two now.
Khalil Herbert.
Khalil Herbert wears 24.
David Montgomery.
Damn,
David Montgomery. There's no way he's not older than 26.
Oh, who did they just draft? The Lions. Oh, what's his name?
Oh,
Oh, they didn't draft him. They picked him up.
is
he's
it not
their best
DeAndre
back.
Swift?
Yeah, DeAndre Swift.
Doesn't he? What is he worth?
32.
I know he's like 24.
32.
DeAndre Swift. No. Oh wait, and it's not on the Lions.
Oh shit. That's a long. Oh, good. Not worried about it.
We got some metrics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Packers?
Packers. They have AJ Dillon and they have Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones wears 33, I think.
33. Yeah. Vikings 32.
Vikings.
Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago.
Chicago. Their running backs are Abner.
Well, 32 is David Montgomery.
32 is David Montgomery.
It might be. David Montgomery might be about 25.
I don't think it's David Montgomery. It's David Montgomery.
25?
Yeah, I thought he was like
David
20.
Montgomery.
Yeah, I thought he was like 28, 29.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bo almost launched us, bro.
Victory shot. Okay, for some reason I thought it was already David Montgomery once. Well, maybe that was hard mode that it was.
Could have been. Oh, well. Cheers.
Cheers.
We hot, boys. What streak?
Okay.
That one got Adam, huh? Got you.
Fuck. Give me a beer.
Okay.
Aditos.
Waddle hard mode. Eris, who are we starting with? Actually, Adam, who are we starting with?
Danny Dimes.
No, Adam, not a fucking man. It better be a quarterback.
Daniel Jones.
It better
Bang.
be
It's a giant.
a quarterback. Bet.
But it's on the
It's
defensive
fine.
side.
We're good.
So Adam, this is really on you.
There's somebody y'all drafted like recently. He's like 22.
Your recent draft picks. Probably a corner, maybe.
Who's the backer?
6'2"?
No, who's the backer?
He's on defense.
It is on
The
The
defense.
linebacker?
Y'all just dropped the linebacker, right? Or no, the edge. No, never mind.
Thibodeau wears 5.
Thibodeau.
I don't know any Giants defenders or any Giants, period.
Try Azeez Ojulari.
That's a good guess.
How do you
He's like 50. He's a linebacker.
Z's?
Come on.
I know my team.
Who's the backer? I feel like I said that.
Wow.
Did you mean him?
Well, I knew there was a young backer and Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He's good. I like him.
Eris. Adam. That's solid. That was solid.
Azeez Ojulari.
I'm not gonna lie, the hater in me was praying on your downfall. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because you had all the pressure in the world. I was praying on the downfall. Just so it could live forever. The content could live forever. But stepped up. So
Got a blast.
Weird.
okay. So Eris is gone. Eris is gone. Anyway, show will be on Spotify Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and most recently Amazon Music. You can find us there as well. Other than that, wash your hands. Go Iona. That's all I got. Bye.
Up the Gales.